I want to talk a little bit here about a fan survey that WWE sent out during the week in regards to the network. This was gauging people's reactions to potential network reality shows. Of course, they have Legends House, which is actually premiering next month. April 17th, I believe, is the date. It's going to be on Thursdays at 8 Eastern, so it'll be a lead into NXT. And they're already talking about a potential Season 2, maybe with some different legends that they may film this summer, I guess depending on how things go with Season 1. So, just to run through this list really quick of potential shows, the one that I think has the most potential and that I would love to see, and there's already a trailer for it on YouTube. Now, the trailer is from 2012. So my guess is that whatever production company put this show together, what WWE is asking is, would people be interested in this show? And if so, they would pick it up, because there was a pilot film, but the pilot is already a few years old. It's for a show called Blackman's Bounties. Former WWE star and legit badass Steve Blackman gets his own reality series following his bounty hunting team based out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And I watched the trailer for it. I didn't even have to watch the trailer for it. As soon as I heard Steve Blackman bounty hunting reality show, I was sold. I don't see how anybody cannot want to watch that. I want Blackman to bust into people's houses screaming, "It's party time!" How awesome would that be? And then the guy can look at him and go, "Hey, aren't you the guy from Head Cheese?" And then he can beat him down and drag him out of the house. So, yeah, I mean, you can find it on YouTube. I think I posted a link to it on my Twitter as well. It's a very brief clip. They don't show too much. It is definitely not PG, which makes me wonder how much editing they would probably have to do to this thing. But even an edited version, I would be interested in seeing. Some of the other shows here: NXT Behind the Scenes, a reality series that follows the NXT stars trying to make it out of the Performance Center and to the main roster. So it looks at their work, their personal lives, and the fraternity of the NXT brand, including the heartbreak of being cut. That also sounds very interesting. I would not mind seeing a show like that. I don't know why Tough Enough isn't on this list. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing another season of Tough Enough, especially with Steve Austin hosting. Pros vs. Joes, which I think was a show on USA. Was it USA? No, Spike. I think it was on Spike TV at one point. Basically pits WWE talents against the average person in different physical and non-physical challenges. I can go either way on that. WWE Around the World, following talents taking part in some of the scariest stunts and attractions around the world, such as shark diving and eating strange foods. I have no interest in seeing this. WWE Dirty Jobs, just like I guess there's a Discovery Channel series of the same name. Talents have to perform unpleasant jobs like going into the Chicago sewer system and picking up trash in New York City. Oh, that sounds riveting. Because if there's one thing I can't wait to see on the network, it's watching Zack Ryder pick up trash in New York. WWE Prankdown, practical joke show that features talents pulling tricks on unsuspecting superfans. One example is John Cena, Randy Orton both wanting to buy an expensive car and getting into a fight at the dealership, only to show the damage they caused was part of the show to trick the fan. Maybe. WWE Rescue, a reality show where talents come to the homes of superfans, help them with their personal and business problems. And WWE Ultimate Challenge, their version of The Amazing Race, with a 12-hour extreme scavenger hunt in different cities. And Extreme WWE Collector, starring superfan Michael Patterson. Who the fuck is Michael Patterson, and why should I care? Those are the ones they listed. I have no interest in most of the ones on that list. The NXT one I wouldn't mind seeing, and the Blackman one, absolutely. I mean, I'm already sold. The only sad part about that, I was thinking about this. You know, Al Snow is an agent in TNA. He even popped up on Impact in a segment this past week. So, unfortunately, they can't do anything with Al Snow. Because the Al Snow-Steve Blackman tag team, Head Cheese, came back around 2000, was one of those guilty pleasure things. They were I thought they were so entertaining together and very funny. So I would love to see them do something with, like, Blackman and Snow. And I take it that Steve Blackman has a legitimate bounty hunting business, I guess. I thought he was running an MMA gym. Maybe he's doing both. But if they wanted to go in a different direction, you know, one thing I wouldn't mind seeing on the network, provided they actually bring in writers who know how to write comedy, unlike their own team, is something like a WWE sitcom, like a half-hour sitcom. And I just think a Steve Blackman, Al Snow, almost like a buddy cop type of sitcom, has a lot of potential. Like, imagine in that trailer for Blackman's Bounties, it's him and he has a partner. Well, forget the partner. What if Al Snow is his partner? And imagine the two of them driving around having to break into people's homes, and Blackman is serious and he's deadpan, and Al Snow, of course, has, a sense of humor about him. And, we're talking about a reality show here, but I'm thinking more along the lines of a sitcom. I think they can make something like that work if they have the right people. And I know they tried something many years ago with Santino and Kozlov. I think for the website, they had filmed some kind of I don't know if it was like a sitcom pilot. I think they filmed it, but they never aired it. And then Kozlov got fired, so I guess they just ended up never using it. So they've had the idea before, but they never actually did anything with it. I mean, it all depends on who scripts it, because like I said, if it's the WWE guys scripting comedy, that usually doesn't work out too well. But you watch stuff on YouTube like the JBL and Cole show, which, I don't think it's scripted. Whoever's coming up with the concepts for that show is brilliant. Because I watch them, and they're only about 5 or 6 minutes long, each of those videos, but they're great. And they have storylines on them that continue from one show to the next. They have this thing now at Wrestler's Court, which is kind of funny. If you wanted to do something for the network, I think that there would be a lot of people interested in that. But you got to use the right people. That's the key. And I just keep thinking Blackman and Al Snow on a buddy cop type of show would be gold. But like I said, Al Snow's in TNA, so that can't happen. But a reality show with Steve Blackman breaking people's doors down, saying it's party time, swinging his nunchucks and his kendo sticks, I'm sold.